Since before humanity is known, the moon has glared down upon the earth. It has meddled with the affairs of nature, changing how things run. When I was young, I used to sit under the sparkling stars and gaze at the moon. I wondered how it got there, how it shone in stark contrast to an inky sky, but more importantly now, how it does and will impact our beautiful earth. Now I am still no expert on the full range of lunar science, but I have done my research and made a discovery of an idea that could improve our stance here on Earth. The moon is nothing in comparison to our planet. It is stark, barren, and devoid of life. Its only practical uses seem to be the minerals it contains and the interference it has on Earth's natural systems. It would be as simple as mining the moon out for its resources, piece by piece. There are forms of helium, oxygen, iron, silicon, calcium, aluminum, even precious titanium ore deposits predicted to be 10 times bigger than the ones here on Earth. In addition to the soil and rock on the moon's light and gravity affect the natural world. Coral, doodlebugs, scorpions, badgers, lions, and other various animals are all impacted by the moon, acting in peculiar ways than what is truly natural. For example, studies have shown that coral, when the full moon occurs, multiply rapidly out of hand. If allowed to continue, it could lead to an imbalance in the ecosystem and possibly a meltdown in the ecosystem itself. In the same way, pets become more daring as the moon gets fuller, increasing pet injuries by an average of 26% when the moon is full. Why should the moon take priority over the pets we love? Negative effects such as these will continue in the animal kingdom unless something is done to the source of these issues. Some, in a sense, moon huggers would object to the idea of mining it because the moon causes tides, gives light at night, and would cost a lot to fund. While I do agree the moon's disposal could be an economic burden, this is a practical issue. What benefits humanity more? Doing nothing? Completely destroying the moon? I believe the truth of the matter would be to compromise and simply start by taking steps to mine the moon. Take the example of resources on the lunar surface and beyond. Humanity will need these as future supply runs dry. Another input such as the moon would aid significantly in bolstering materials available. And as for the moon's effect on nature, by completely taking the moon out of the picture, we will be able to reverse the tide of this detrimental interference. As a bonus, such an endeavor will aid in the American dream by sparking another era of discovery in what lies deeper in the moon, and in the process we will gain resources that will begin running thin here on our planet. The moon is a roadblock. Humanity will only benefit from the moon's removal from the sky. While tides are caused by the moon, in many cases they harm our shorelines. Erosion can collapse inland, posing a danger to coastal residents. In addition to this, flooding due to high tide can cause water damage and pose risk to harming civilians. Tides can even wash up animals, allowing them to suffocate on shore. As for the simple nostalgia and light of the moon in the sky, what about the stars? There are already billions of glowing orbs in the sky to gaze upon. One orb less will not pose a problem. And what is the moon but one of a billion other rocks in our universe? There is nothing practically unique about ours apart from its proximity to us. However, its proximity is what would allow us to use it to its full potential as material gain. The moon can truly be amazing. The secrets it holds for us to discover could start new ideas for future invention. Its use of gravity and light to manipulate the happenings here on Earth is frightening, and the resources such a deposit could become could aid in the improvement of your lifestyle, more so than mine. Mining would be the first step to take, to fully remove the moon out of the sky, eliminating its effects on Earth forever. I cannot see any other practical way to go about it. Truly, it is not about how we harm the moon, it is so much more about how the moon will harm humanity.